guys, my name is Willem. Welcome to LRDX Cars. I'm here at the Zute Grand Prix this weekend and find myself now inside of the Zute Prado. It's like a big car show where they host a lot of new cars, a lot of luxury brands present their latest products here. And behind me, I'm here at the RUF stand. For the guys that don't know RUF sort of makes Porsches even faster, even better, and you can even give their own name to them. It's called really a RUF, it's no Porsche anymore. I visited him about 1.5 years ago, his factory in Germany, and now to see the CTR3 Evo here. I've never seen one before, I only saw the CTR there. And they also have an SCR with them, so it's quite nice to check it out. I already saw an SCR, it was the first one back then in Germany, but now the first Belgian car that they've brought here, nice green one. Brewster green is the color, and we'll have a look at that one, the SCR and the CTR3 Evo here at the Zute Grand Prix. Enjoy watching the video, guys, and if you haven't seen the other reviews I did here of the latest Ferrari and the latest Rolls Royce, you can also go watch them on my channel and enjoy the video, guys. Like I was saying, RUF is known for rebuilding Porsches. I think back in the 50s, 60s, they already started rebuilding Porsches, and the most known one is the CTR anniversary, the yellowbird that we all know, that broke the speed record at the time at the Nürburgring for the fastest lap as a production car. It was even faster as the turbo back then. And now a couple of years later, they've done like the CTR anniversary edition on the new one, like we see one there. It's almost looks the same, that is an SCR. The difference is the SCR is mostly naturally aspirated, while the CTR has a twin turbo kit on. But this one here is even more special, I think. They only built 25 of these, and they're also gonna build another 20. This is number 1 out of the coming 20 cars. And like you see, the front looks a bit like a Porsche, but that's actually the only thing that still is almost the same as a Porsche. From here, from back, the wheels, the front side is still a bit like the Porsches, because they don't need to do the crash tests again. It saves a lot of money. If you need to do a lot of crash testing, then you probably need to crash 4 or 5 cars for getting them registered for the road. So they have like a bit 997-ish headlights and 997 hoods. But you see a lot of changes here again on the front. Way more sporty front lip here in the full carbon fiber. Looks quite nice. Even some carbon fiber flicks on the side. I think just as the other cars, the SCR and the CTR, this car is totally built in carbon fiber. Even the painted panels are carbon fiber. You have here some extra air outlets you won't have on the regular Porsches. Here you see it, the RUF badge. It's really a RUF, no Porsche anymore, because they rebuilt the engine, they rebuilt the chassis, they rebuilt the body of the car. They can really call it the RUFs. It was quite hard for him to do. I was talking with RUF himself, and he said it was quite hard to get the name RUF on, because you need to do a lot of paperwork in Germany. It isn't the easiest to make it your own name. So yeah, congrats to him for building his own cars. Then we go here a bit to the technical department. You have here a 3.1 liter flat 6 engine in that RUF totally rebuilt. It's a twin turbo engine that produces 800 horsepower, guys. So insane numbers on this car. And you see it here on the back. There is no more look as a Porsche anymore. It's a total new one. The CTR3 Evo. A bit of Ferrari-like rear lights. If I'm gonna be honest, here you see it again. All the carbon fiber parts. Here you see that everything is actually carbon fiber. Even the panels that are painted, like I said. Then some exhausts here, 2 on each side, where of course a nice sound will come out of. You will need to check some videos. The CTRs make great sound. Quite an aggressive diffuser. Even I'm gonna ask if they open up the hood in a couple of minutes, that we can have a look at the engine. Even the suspension system and everything is quite special. And here, cool is the details here around mirrors and carbon. A lot of air intakes here to cool that twin turbo engine. Here again, a lot of air openings. But I'm gonna first take you here to the interior. The blue Alcantara interior. It's quite nice with some yellow details here on the door sill. You can read RUF. Yellow stitching to match it. Looks quite nice here on the inside. Then very lightweight racing seats in, like you see, with a carbon fiber back. Some padding on the inside, just a dark blue, and even the seat belt is a nice yellow to match. Then you see they still use a PDK box from Porsche, which is of course a very good gearbox Porsche is using. The car goes to 7,500 RPMs I can read. 8,000 is the red line. Then the top speed this one is in miles an hour, will easily be 200 miles an hour. 320 kilometers an hour won't be hard for this car. And the 7-speed PDK, I said to you that they are using still a manual handbrake. Then you have sort of the layout of Porsches here in the center, that you still have your navigation and your air conditioning and everything. But nicely finished. You can already have a look at the twin turbo of the CTR Evo. Yeah, quite nice here on the interior. Then they kindly opened the engine bay, like I was talking. It's a flat 6, a 3.8 liter flat 6 engine with a twin turbo kit on, like you can see, pushing out 800 horsepower and 900 newton meters of torque. So an insane number. But the weight of the car, the total weight was 1400 kilos, so very lightweight. And you can also see the special triplex suspension the car is using, like a real race suspension, like you can see. Also built by RUF itself. Yeah, quite nice. You can see sort of the structure of the car, the frame. And like I was saying, all the carbon fiber panels here on the inside to make it very lightweight. Quite nice. And then of course a lot of meshes to let all the hot air flow out. Very big rear tires, like you can see. Of course, because it's a rear wheel driven car. The 0 to 60 miles an hour, or the 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in CTR3 Evo is 3.2 seconds. Until 120 miles an hour or till 200 kilometers an hour, it just takes 9.3 seconds. And the top speed was actually insane. I was saying that it was 320 easily, but it is actually 237 miles an hour. That's more or less 350 kilometers an hour this car goes. So an insane top speed. Also the 0 to 100 and the 0 to 200 is very good. And yeah, that's why RUF is known for his lightweight, with a lot of power cars. And I quite like it, the SCR. So if you're, or the CTR I mean, so if you're interested in a CTR3 Evo, you can still go and order one. I think they're not sold out all, so be quick. Then we come here to the SCR from RUF, not the CTR anniversary, but the SCR. And the big difference is actually that this car is a naturally aspirated one. There's a 4-liter flat 6 that's naturally aspirated, so no turbos on or anything, so a nice sound to it. High RPMs, I think it was 8,250 RPMs the car is going, so that's quite high. And it's even more lightweight as a CTR3 next to it. It only weighs 1,240 kilos, again, because the car is fully built in carbon fiber, with a carbon fiber chassis, carbon fiber monocoque, and all the panels are also in carbon fiber, so only 1240 kilos, guys. That's very lightweight. And then the flat six pushes out 500 horsepower, so that's still very fast. Still 3.5 seconds from 0 to 100, still more than 300 kilometers an hour. So we'll have a closer look at this one. This is actually the first Belgian car that's coming to Belgium here from the SCR models. And it's finished in a Brewster green color, like you can see, with a nice chocolate Alcantara interior, so a nice spec to it. And let's have a closer look at it. One of my personal favorite details are the nice round headlights, of course, always on a Porsche, but RUF has done a nice LED circle in it, so it makes it nice and cool to look at in the evening, with like the smiling round lights. You can even read RUF in, it's quite cool. Also on the hood, the RUF, you have sort of a small franker in the front, but you can still store some things in if you would want to take the car on a road trip. Then I'm gonna show you this, that you can see that the car is actually totally built in carbon fiber. The inside, and you have some air intakes to go to the radiators to cool the car a bit. Then another quite nice thing is the wheel design, which I quite like. You also had it on the CTR model. It's typically RUF, and then with center locks that you can easily change tires. I think you're even using carbon ceramic brakes on this one. Quite cool to look at. Then go further, you have like the mirrors detached on the side, no sticking out, a bit like in the classic Porsches from back in the day. Then before we go into the interior, I'm gonna show you the engine here, which has a beautiful ducktail on. It's quite nice. I think all the SCRs have the ducktail on. And here you see it, 4-liter flat 6 engine, guys, pushing out 500 horsepower. Beautiful presented here with all the carbon fiber overneath. Quite nice in the exterior color coming back here. That's quite nice. Nicely finished here, even some RUF details on. You can even see the suspension behind. Beautiful. Beautifully done here. Even on top you see all the carbon fiber on the panels. I think the engine was water and air cooled, so a lot of cooling going on. And while we're here at the back, we can also have a look at the nice exhausts. Even our RUF named, quite nice here. Again on the back, a lot of air meshes to cool the flat 6 engine, but it's nicely done. Quite like also the new rear light design. These beautiful lights also turn up. It's also a LED light system. Yeah, quite nice. Really like it, this car even. Then we'll have a look here on the inside, on the SCR. You can read it here. I think they will only be building 70 of these cars. I'm not sure if they're already all sold out. I don't think so. Last time I was at RUF, they weren't sold out, but yeah, that was 1.5 years ago. So I think now they could be sold out. You need to call them to check. And here you see beautiful carbon fiber here. The inside, nice dark brown Alcantara with some green stitching. Then here you see the monocoque like I was talking about, full carbon fiber monocoque the car is using. And even some racing seats in, with racing bags. And I pull them forward that you can have a look at it. You see it, even RUF naming on, full carbon fiber bag. That's beautiful. Here you have like a small parcel shelf to put like a bag or a jacket. But again, SCR naming on. Then here some cup holders, finished nice carbon fiber, actual physical handbrake. And the car is using a 6-speed manual, like you see even with a RUF badge on. And then you have some buttons like a nose lift if you'd want one, traction control, suspension, exhaust button, some volume, for your radio, and you have air conditioning, and that's about it. They just keep it simple, no navigation system or no Apple CarPlay in this car, because it's supposed to be like a driver's car, that you're focused on your driving and on the road. Small and yeah, quite small steering wheel that you can really have a grip on it. And you have some carbon fiber here continuing on the side. Here you have some light controls, some dials like you have on all the other Porsches. Still 8,500 RPMs, like I said. 3.5 seconds, 0 to 60 miles an hour and 320 km/h top speed. Here even carbon fiber in the side of the steering wheel. Yeah, quite nice. Quite a good look here on the interior. Full Alcantara headliner. Quite nice. Congrats to the owner. And the great spec history. Detail even here on the door handles, you can read RUF. Quite nice detail they've done. Yeah, I'm a big fan of these cars. Making the old school Porsche is like design and then on a new lightweight body with better brakes on, with a better engine, and that's nicely tuned. Yeah, and they still look so good. I think it's like a bit the Singer Porsches are doing, but yeah, actually RUF was the first one to do it, to sort of restaurant the cars, and yeah, saying that he was even quicker at the time as Porsche itself. So big congrats to him. And to end the video, I want to say a very big thanks to all of you guys that have watched the video. Hope you enjoyed here a bit of the tour of the RUF cars. Quite nice to see a CTR3 Evo. Never seen one before. It's quite a rare one, even in Monaco and Dubai. They don't drive around that often, and it's quite cool that they are going to build more of them in the future. So looking forward to see more of those specs. And yeah, of course, subscribe on the channel if you aren't subscribed for more car reviews to come and more videos here at the Zuid Grand Prix. And see you in the next one, guys. See ya.